What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City video. Today we're going to be doing my preview of Manchester City's game against Manchester United at the Etihad Stadium. That's right, Manchester derby time. It's time. Really big game. Starts a massive month this for Manchester City in March. So hopefully we can start it off with a perfect start and 3 points in this huge Goliath mammoth game. So before I do crack on with this video, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, then do subscribe to my channel. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. It is free to subscribe. Now less than 100 subs away from my aim of 34,000 subscribers. Also, don't forget social media links there in the description if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Do get your thoughts as well in the comments below, including your score and team prediction for this game. Also, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. 100 likes is the aim. And do go and check out today's video sponsor, BetMate. Got a massive pot running for this. Man City v Manchester United, worth £600, paying up to the top 30 places. £158.40 for the winner. It's £5 to join. If you use code JSGC10 on sign up, you'll get £10 in free bets, and you can use them free bets to join this pot for free. You can select up to 6 players from each team for this pot. It's a free app to download. The link is in the description. Go and press that. You do have to be 18 or over to play BetMate, and it is also available in the United Kingdom only. They do also have lots of other available pots for you to go and check out with lots of big prizes. I will speak more about BetMate later in the video. Finally, do remember, if you are going to gamble, please gamble responsibly, and when the fun stops, stop. So on to the match information for this game at the Etihad Stadium for Premier League match day number 27 on the Sunday the 3rd of March 2024 with a 3:30 PM GMT kickoff time, with the game taking place live on Sky Sports here in the UK. Anybody that is heading to the Etihad, do have a great time. Bit of a strange kickoff time. You may be wondering why. Police advice, they want the game to be as early as possible. Sky, they want the game to be broadcast, so they want it on a Sunday. They make it a little bit earlier than the 4:30 kickoff that you normally get on a Sunday for such a big game. Don't really see what the difference an hour makes here, but here we are. Anyway, on to our opponents. Manchester United, formed all the way back in 1878, led by manager Erik Ten Hag, find themselves 6th in the Premier League, 3 points behind Spurs in 5th, and 8 points behind Aston Villa in 4th place. I do feel like Manchester United's only hope of Champions League football, because that will be their aim for the end of the season. Their only hope for that to happen is for Manchester City and Arsenal to do very well in the Champions League to get the rating of the Premier League up the European coefficient rankings. So Manchester United could well be supporting not only Arsenal, but also Manchester City as well. Irony is absolutely wonderful at times. In terms of United's form won 8 of their last 9 in all competitions, which was extended to 9 wins out of 10 yesterday in their victory over Nottingham Forest in the FA Cup 5th round, winning by a 1-0 thanks to a late Casemiro header at the City ground. They were unbeaten in 2024 up until last weekend in a shock loss at home against Fulham. They're losing by 2-1. And Manchester United, it's safe to say, struggled without having Hojlund there, who's just started to find his feet nicely for them, just started to find a bit of form as well. United have just started to find a bit of form as well, feeling pretty confident heading into the Manchester derby. Just needed to beat Fulham. They're in a good position, in a good place, ready to go and push on for the rest of the season. Get a surprise result. All of a sudden, Man City very much firm favourite. City back in amongst the goals in their FA Cup win against Luton Town, and all of a sudden, you asked me a week ago, I'd said I was dreading the Manchester derby. Now, very excited, really looking forward to it, hoping Manchester City can showcase what they can do in the Premier League after doing so in the FA Cup midweek against Luton. Now, in terms of some danger men for Manchester United, Marcus Rashford will be starting. Not been great this season, but with City's high line, he will be looking to try and exploit that. So him and Garnacho having a bit of pace could cause some problems for Manchester City. The likes of Fernandes, always going to be trying to win free kicks and get in the opposition face and stuff, always just tends to be a little bit of a nuisance. You could see him potentially start out wide. I'll speak about that more in just one moment. Casemiro, Mainoo, McTominay offering a bit of physicality in midfield and balls into the box and set play. So Manchester City, they do need to be careful here. I do feel like Manchester United's weaker spot does lie towards their midfield and into defence, and that can really be got at. Again, I'll speak about that when I go through United's team in just one moment. But they do have some defenders coming back, so not expect to see Johnny Evans start in this game. which is a shame. Now, going on to the injury news, got quite a few injuries, Manchester United. Hojlund obviously being the big one for United, but Wan-Bissaka, Mason Mount, Malacia, Martial, Shaw, Martinez, all out injured. So to me, pretty good time for us to be facing Manchester United. They're going to go with a 4-2-3-1 formation. Could have options from the bench like Amrabat, Anthony, Eriksson, Forson, Evans. But in terms of the starting 11, I expect him to go with Onana in goal. The back four made up of Dalot, Varane, Maguire and Lindelof. As I said, I feel like the defence could be got at. Lindelof going in at left back. That right-hand side, surely City will be targeting that. Erling Haaland, try and get him to stretch that pitch. Try and get him running at Harry Maguire. That's what we need to be doing. Obviously, the job of Varane and Maguire will be to try and keep Erling Haaland quiet in this game. Into midfield, expecting to see Manu, Casemiro and McTominay. And I reckon they'll go with Fernandes out wide rather than through the middle and put him on the right wing, with Garnacho going on the left wing and Rashford starting up top. For Manchester City, formed in 1894, all the way back in 1880 as St. Mark's, led by manager Pep Guardiola, find ourselves second in the Premier League, 1 point behind Liverpool, 1 point clear of Arsenal. We're trailing both of these teams on goal difference, so a statement win here would be marvellous, just like we did last season. City's form decent, won 16 of our last 18 games in all competitions, unbeaten in 18 games as well. Drew to Chelsea at home a couple of weeks back. We followed that up with back-to-back 1-0 wins, scrappy wins, but wins that needed to happen against Brentford at home and Bournemouth away, before finding goals once more away from home against Luton in the Cup, winning by 6-2. We have dangers absolutely everywhere. Josko Gvardiol, in terms of injury news, close to returning for City, could make the squad. Don't think he's going to start here. Jack Grealish had a bit of a setback, picked up what's believed to be a repeat of his groin injury that he's had, so he could be out for a further few weeks here and won't be featuring in the squad for this game, which I think is a blow for Manchester City. Now, do expect some rotation. We went strong against Luton. We've got a Champions League match on Wednesday to go and kill off. We've got a trip to Anfield next weekend as well. Starts a first of many massive games in March for Manchester City, so with that in mind, just before I pop up my team prediction, I reckon we're going to go for a big call. Kevin De Bruyne, only just kind of finding his fitness from his hamstring. I was surprised he did 90 minutes against Luton. I think he may be one of the two players that maybe gets rotated here. So, going to pop up my team prediction now. Going with Ederson in goal, Walker captain on the right-hand side, Ake on the left-hand side, and Diaz through the middle makes up our defence. Stones and Rodri as our two holding midfielders ahead of him. Going with Kovacic, I'd like to see him start and putting Phil Foden through the middle and Bernardo out on the right wing. Could see them alternate and Bernardo goes through the centre and Foden on the right wing. I've gone with Doku on the left wing, because you could also see Doku go on the right wing and Foden drifts over to the left wing, with Erling Haaland starting up top for Manchester City. As I said, options from the bench like De Bruyne, Nunes, Lewis, Alvarez, Akanji, Gvardiol, Bobb, all very good options there for Manchester City. In terms of my score predictions, I'd love to say 6-0 to Manchester City. Kevin De Bruyne, I don't think he's going to start here, so I think this may be a closer game. I'm going 3-1 to Manchester City. I'm going with Haaland to score, Foden to score, and Bernardo to score, and I reckon United will get a penalty, so that will be Fernandes scoring from the spot. In terms of my betting tips, I reckon both teams to score. Fernandes, yellow card anytime. Maybe Rodri, yellow card anytime as well. Keep an eye on his suspension. Remember, 2 yellow cards away from a 2-match ban. Pep Guardiola just 1 yellow card away from a touchline ban. Now, moving on to today's video sponsor, BetMate. £600 pop, £5 entry fee. Links and details there in the description. Remember, use code JSGZ10 on sign up for £10 in free bets, and you can use them free bets to join this pot for free. You can select up to 6 players from this pot for both sides. Pot code is FF-MCI-MUN. My team, I'm going with Onana in goal, Ake and Stones as my 2 defenders, Bernardo and Foden as my 2 midfielders, with Foden as my vice-captain, and Doku and Haaland up top, with Haaland as my captain. As you can tell, I think Manchester City are going to win this game. Now, I can only select 6 players from City, so I want all 6 of them players in my starting team. So I've gone with Heaton, even though he's not going to feature in this game, on the bench as my backup keeper, along with Lindelof, McTominay and Rashford, all of Manchester United. Remember, BetMate's links and details, they are in the description, so do go and check them out. That would be much appreciated. Live watch along link already out on my channel if you want to go and set your reminders for. It's going to go in live an hour before kickoff at 2:30 p.m. GMT on Sunday afternoon, so I will see you guys for that. Next up, Manchester United not in European football action after being knocked out of the Champions League in the group stage, finishing bottom of their group, so they're not in action now until next weekend in the early kickoff on Saturday at at home to Everton. For Manchester City, it is Champions League action. It's Champions League last 16, second leg clash against FC Copenhagen. Manchester City leading by 3-1 heading into that game. So expect a little bit more rotation from Manchester City as we bid to try and reach the quarter-finals once more in the Champions League. And then it's back to Premier League action on Sunday. Next Sunday, massive game away at Anfield against Liverpool. Potential title decider. Lots of big games to come. So do stay tuned, do subscribe, press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. It is free to subscribe. Social media links there in the description if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter, Instagram and TikTok. Email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Also, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. 100 likes is the aim. Do get your thoughts, including your score and team prediction for this game in the comments below. And finally, I want to say a massive thank you to BetMate for sponsoring today's video. Do go and check them out. Links and details, they are in the description, and I will see you all again for that live watch along on Sunday. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. Peace. Ciao for now.